to Jackson Davis. To take the lead, going inside, and it's rejected. Here's Che. Now here's Hart, covered by Jackson Davis. Here's Bottoms. Again, the miss by Dallas. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Now here's Hart. Pass to Che. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. And Dallas leads by 2.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Intercepted. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. And the finish on the break with the slam.
And this is not the time to be giving up turnovers. Those points could end up being a deciding factor in this game.
To the inside. Here's the eraser. Excellent D there from Collins. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Che. Pass to Hart. Collins a screen. To the middle. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
And here's Murphy. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Bottoms. Bottoms has got 9 rebounds now. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
And a two-handed jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
One shot.
Dallas leading by 3. Pass to Hart. Inside. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
The 3 from Murphy. It's hauled in by Bottoms. Bottoms has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Down low. Shoots inside. And again, it's Dallas.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Pass to the machine. Here's Murphy. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Murphy's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Bottoms. They get it back.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Now here's Jackson Davis. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told them, no time to celebrate, the work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Bottoms. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Collins. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Here's Murphy. Here's Little General. Takes a 13-footer. It's blocked. And they recover it. Murphy outside. Beyond the arc. And that time it's good. Great hustle play.
I mean, he's coming off a terrific performance in the last game, and he's still feeling it tonight.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
And Seattle calls time here.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Money from 3.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Seattle trails by 5. Here's Little General. Outside Murphy. Let's loose for 3. Collins drips down the board.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Here's Che. Robbed. And here comes the break. Book it. Straight in.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
Here's Che.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Dallas foul. Number 5. 4th personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Seattle. Number 32. Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
And an intentional foul right there.
3rd personal foul.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And Dallas with possession. Outside Hart. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is off. And Seattle calls time here. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Oh, he can't hit a tough 3.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just a great job there. He put the game out of reach.
Murphy, he's off from 3. And so it's Dallas winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, This is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And time to present our player of the game.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit on Tuesday, then on Sunday. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got James. Scott is out. They're with Washington, and it's Big Daddy, and it's the captain in at the four-man position. And for Toronto, we've got the kid. He's out there with the great one. Davis is out there with the doctor. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
Here's the doctor to the middle and stolen by Scott. Pass to Washington. Drains it from beyond the arc. Washington's got the first 3 points tonight for Detroit.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Davis. Here's the great one. This one for three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's James. Last time out he had 13 points. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Washington with it. Last time out he had 44 points. 5 to shoot. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game. And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Now here's Jenkins. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Now here's Scott. Pass to the captain. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Davis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Davis has got his second basket.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now here's James. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to the great one. Now Jenkins. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. No good that time.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Here's Scott. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Toronto shooting their first free throws of this game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Washington. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he hits the jump shot. Washington's got 7. Toronto trailing. Outside, Davis. Now Jenkins. No scoring in this one. Makes it off the glass. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Outside, Scott. Here's Big Daddy. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And here is Scott. And finished off by Scott.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pass to the captain for three. It's rebounded by Jenkins.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The great one passes to Davis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Now here's James. Scott finds James to the paint. It's stolen by Jenkins. Fast break Toronto. And finished off by Davis.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Toronto making a change here. Melo's checked in. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. You look at Washington, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, the doctor, down a few spots. Another guy who can get a lot of points, top 5.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machines.
Outside, James. Ball's knocked loose. Down low, Big Daddy. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Number 11.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Melo. 23 points his last outing.
A moment now to see the numbers for Big Daddy. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. The first one falls. A different look here for Detroit. The captain comes in for Big Daddy, and Rodriguez is subbed in for James. Both free throws good for Melo. Detroit trails by 3. Here's Tiny. Here's Washington. Takes it. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. There's Big Dog. And again, no good by Toronto. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Washington. Drills the three-pointer. Washington's got a couple of threes now in the first for Detroit.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Big Dog. Six to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Pulls up. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
There's the triple. Perez with the rebound. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin.
Take a break.
Win
Take
your
a break.
team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Tiny. He has yet to score. They set the pick. A three-pointer, no good. Toronto, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to the Rockets. Big Dog, the pass to Melo. Cans it from downtown. Melo's got 5.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
It's blocked. 1:52 left to play here in the first. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Washington. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's Big Dog, still scoreless. Shot clock at 5. Latre. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And the basket by Tiny. And Detroit leads by 2.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the right side. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Pass to Melo. Takes a 3. Detroit with the rebound. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for. The doctors checked in for Toronto. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Melo. Puts up a three. It's not going to go for him. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Detroit leads by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Detroit?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
Doctor out there with Davis. Then it's the kid. Then there's the great one. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Inside, Davis. It's blocked. They retain possession. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jenkins. Pass to the captain. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Davis with a screen on James. The doctor can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 4. To the inside. And here we go with Jenkins running it up the court. Whoa!
Whoa! Gracious.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Toronto trails by 5. The great one passes to Davis. Puts it up. And another basket for Toronto.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
James looking around. Here's Tiny. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
They set the pick. Here's the great one. Out of hand on it. They recover it. The doctor can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 5. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
James kicks to Scott. Pass to Tiny. Here's the captain to the paint. 5 on the clock. Fast break, Toronto. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from the great one.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Left side, Scott. Kicks it out to James. Pass to Tiny. There's a good screen. And the 3 off target. Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now here is Davis. Its enemies a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's the Doctor, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Doctor's got 5 now.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's the captain, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Davis, the pass to the great one. Here's the Doctor. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Melo with the steal. Drives to the hoop. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Detroit has possession. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Washington. It's Washington slamming it down. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Picked him clean. Fast break, Toronto. A crossover. Here's Big Dog. The great one passes to Big Dog. No good that time. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Here's Washington. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Toronto's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside, Scott. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's the great one, defended by Scott. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Going inside and finished off by Scott.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Pass to Melo, wide open. Good on the bucket. Melo's got 10 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Scott with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Detroit, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That's good from Scott. Scott hits them both. Here's the great one. 10 points for him. Pass to Perez. Here's Big Dog. Here's the great one. Defended by Scott. And it's the great one missing.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
Outside, Scott. Now, here's Washington. He's got 22. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the middle. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And the shot goes in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Toronto trails by 5. Here's Big Dog. Hasn't made one yet. Here's the great one. From outside, off the mark.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Outside, Scott. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now a 7-point Detroit lead. Toronto's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Melo. There's the 3. It's good from long range. Melo's got 13 points.
He's found something here in this second quarter. This is when you want to keep feeding him.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
There's a screen. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so is Detroit, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. These standings, they tell a story. And so can we, guys. Once upon a time, there was a trio of intelligent and handsome broadcasters.
And they lived in a luxurious studio and traded wisdom about the future of the NBA's best.
One day, the grandest of them all had a proclamation. Get the ball to thy paint.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for Detroit.
Anytime.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Here's Scott. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Washington out there with Scott. And it's Big Daddy. Then it's James. And it's the captain in at the power forward. And stolen by Scott. Oh! The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
You might get in trouble if you blow that. He nailed it.
He did, didn't he? It's worth the risk when the payoff is so good.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, I'm obligated to say, what's wrong with just a simple layup? But that was nice.
Here's the great one. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's the captain. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlights.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Washington. Back to Scott. And here is James. And he drops it in from the low post. James has got his second basket of the night.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
The doctor passes to the great one. Inside, here's the doctor. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. The doctor's got 10.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Pass to the captain. Takes the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. The captain's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here is Davis. Now here's Jenkins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, some deep threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. The 2-guard spot, these have been the hottest 3-point shooters for the last month. You look at G, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, the Wizard, he shows up in that same conversation. He's another top 10 guy in 3-point shooting percentage.
You know, you don't have to be a great shooter to play 2-guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, you have to space the floor to score in the half court. Every one of these guys forces the defense to extend.
Tiny, he's checked in for Washington. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Scott can't get it to go. Toronto trails by 8. Over to the left wing. The doctor off target from outside. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Tiny. They set the pick. Down low, here's Big Daddy, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Big Daddy's got 8 points.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. There's nothing more important in the league than those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
For Toronto, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Here's Tiny. 9 points in the game so far. They set the screen. Here's Big Daddy, and Davis sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Good on the shot. Toronto trails by 9. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Kevin, back to you.
I appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you. Here's James, an easy 2 points on the layup. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And Toronto making a change here. Melo's checked in. Toronto, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Melo's got 15 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option.
Oh, how about that slam?
Somebody got their feelings hurt on that one.
Incredible.
Filthy, guys. Just filthy.
Man, you said it, G.A.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the practice hours that went into that could have gone into something else.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Fires it up. Detroit with the rebound. To the middle. It's hauled in by the doctor. Toronto trails by 8. Here's Jenkins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul, 3rd team foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Detroit.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
And the first one drops. Perez, he's checked in for Davis. The captain's checked in for Detroit. Rodriguez comes in for James. And he can't hit the second. And so it's Rodriguez with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 7-point differential. Over to the wing. Here's Tiny. He's got 9. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got 14 points.
unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Now Jenkins, he's got 11. Pass to the doctor. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Rodriguez. Off target from three-point range. Toronto trails by 9. And here is Jenkins. And here is Mellon from downtown. And they recover it. No one covering. 9 points in the game so far.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. You can just chalk up the points when these guys get to the line. Here are your top free throw shooters for the past month. Let's take a look at Melo, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Here's Tiny. He's got 9. It's deflected. A 3-ball. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Pass to the captain. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Tiny. No good. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession. Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. 1:49 left to play here in the third. To the paint, the captain. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The Great Ones checked in for Toronto. Washington's checked in for Detroit. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Toronto trails by 3. Pass to Perez. There's the pick. The Great One passes to Perez, and he dunks it down.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Washington passes to Rodriguez, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Perez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's the Great One, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Tiny. He's got 9. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Washington. Shot clock at 6. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
For Detroit, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Free throw good from Washington. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.